Hello, my lovelies. Today we're going to be talking about Shyla Walker exposing the Ace family, and there is a lot to go through. There has been some responses from people. There have been other developments. So we're going to just jump right on into this. So without any further ado, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's jump into it. Roll the intro. Welcome back. Now, let me give you guys some context as to who these people are and how they are related and interact with each other. First, we have Shyla. Shyla is the ex-wife or girlfriend of Landon McBroom, who is the brother of Austin McBroom, who is one of the co-creators of the Ace Family YouTube channel. It is a family channel which he runs with his wife, Catherine McBroom. That's really all the people that are involved mostly in the situation. And the background between Landon and Shyla and why there's been issues between the two is because they have broken up. They broke up I think like a few months ago, if not a year ago by now. And for the most part, Shyla has been silent until a little while ago. She came out with a video, I think it was like a year ago or so. She made a video talking about Landon, the breakup, etc., saying things along the lines that they were going to make her look crazy, that they might try to take her daughter, because Landon and Shyla do share a daughter. And Landon made his own video, basically trying to paint Shyla crazy and that she was exaggerating and that everything that she said in her video was lies. And I'll get more into that as things go on in this video. But for the most part, Shyla, since then, over a year, almost a year ago now, has been silent until very recently. And that is where we are going to start. One quick little footnote here. I'm looking at my notes now. Yes, there's a lot of information. I had to write things down. So if you ever see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes. I'm making sure I'm getting everything right here. And let me start by saying that everything is alleged in this video. Alleged, alleged, alleged. Do not come for me and copyright claim me in any way, shape, or form, please. McBrooms and the Ace family, please. I'm not even going to use clips. This is all public on the internet. If you guys didn't want this on the internet, maybe y'all should have kept it off. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. I'm a small YouTuber. I make basically 25 cents per video. Don't take my quarter from me, y'all. Okay, anyways. In Landon's video, there was a specific video that he was using in his video. The internet believes, this is what the internet believes. Just putting that there. This is what the internet believes. I'm going to read off my note. Landon made his own video where he did say that she was crazy, nobody was trying to take their daughter from her, and everything was lies. Including a video that the internet all agrees was being taken from a secret camera that he had hidden during a meeting between him, Shyla, and their mothers when they were separating. They were discussing the separation and who would get what. In the video, Landon is wearing a blanket. It looks like a taco shell blanket that is quite popular these days. And you can clearly hear it. I looked at the video itself, and it does look like every single time he moves or he gets up, you hear like crinkling against the microphone. And he's very calm, and the camera where the footage is being taken from looks like it's being taken in a different room. So somebody would have had to have planted that camera there and the microphone on Landon prior to this meeting. I mean, she did say that they were going to try to make her look crazy, and in the video it does look like, in my opinion, all is alleged. In my opinion, I have to be very careful because the Ace family likes to be copyright claim happy and try to get videos taken down, so alleged, 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 in my opinion, in my opinion, in my opinion, it did look like it was a setup. In my opinion. It looked like it was a setup for Shyla, and it did seem like Landon's mom in some way was trying to egg Shyla on to make her look crazy to use this footage later, but that's my opinion. My opinion. All right. Woo! Now we're going to be moving on to why Shyla has come out and has said things about Landon, has said things about Austin and Catherine, the two owners of the Ace Family channel, as well as Austin being Landon's brother. So this was, in some way, Shyla was related to them through their daughter, is related to them through their daughter. So Shyla came out due to Landon taking their daughter to Disney World against her wishes because Shyla had been saving up and had been planning a VIP trip for both her and Landon and their daughter to take her to Disney and enjoy that moment of co-parenting as best they can, as well as sharing this special moment with their daughter. But she got a text and she found out that Landon had taken their daughter to Disney World without her knowledge, and this upset her to the point that she decided not to be silent anymore and was going to expose everything. She exposed the messages that Landon had sent her about the trip to Disney, told him how betrayed she was about this, how this was supposed to be a special moment for all of them and not just him and their daughter, but her as well. And then, let me premise this next part by saying, in her video, Shyla did say that she did run a family channel with Landon, which was all public knowledge. This was public. And afterward, she's seen what fame can do to children, and that she found that she regretted making a family channel featuring their daughter in it, and the whole family channel idea in general, and that she did no longer want her daughter involved in any kind of social media. She wants her daughter to have a nice private life. While the McBroom family don't really do that. They don't believe in that. They, of course, run a family channel, and Landon posts about their daughter all the time. He uses her in their thumbnails against Shyla's wishes, and she has reiterated this multiple times that she does not want her daughter filmed. She does not want her daughter posted online. She wants her daughter to have as normal a childhood as possible, which I understand. I don't really agree with family channels in general, and I'm not saying that I'm anti-Ace Family, but the things that they've done in the past are quite questionable. So, premising that whole wish that Shyla has, which I believe is a reasonable wish, the reason why she decided to go after Austin next is because Austin was at the gym with Landon and I believe their children, Austin's children. He has 3 children, and that will come into play later. And Shyla's daughter was in this Instagram story that was posted, and Shyla decided to expose the text messages of her talking to Austin about this. And there was quite a bit in it. So, hang on. I'm gonna share that. In the screenshots that she shared, Shyla was again telling Austin to leave her child out of this, to not post her daughter, that she just does not want her daughter online, and that he already has 3 kids that he can use. And I quote, "Stop playing with mine. You had 3 for money, leave mine innocent." Implying that, he has 3 children already that he can make content out of, and that she wants her child left completely out of it, which I understand. The internet can be a scary place, especially for children. "You want to post my most private thing time and time again. I'm not exactly sure what that in particular is referring to." And then she wrote, and there's a lot here, so buckle up, everybody. But you got your seatbelts on? You got your seatbelts on? Good. All right, here we go. "Yes, he's cheating. Yes, her dumb A knows. Yes, they had number 3, the 3rd child, using IVF to make sure it was a boy." I mean, this is just confirming the rumors that have been held for the longest time, and women coming out and talking about how Austin McBroom has in some way interacted with them in a flirtatious, if not sleeping with them manner, and now that is just alleged, all allegations on the internet. I am not saying it's true, but multiple women have come forward and said Austin has at least flirted with them in some way, implying that Catherine knows about this, that she used IVF, which to get their third child to make sure that it was a boy, because it was well known that Austin wanted a boy. Austin wanted a boy. Yes, they are broke. That is the next one. Yes, they are broke, which again is another rumor. Can't confirm it. That has been on the internet for the longest time about the Ace family. So, oh, and how you this one is severely dark, and just leaving a trigger warning for R and M and ARP, so trigger warnings for that one. Oh, and how you tried to have security unalive and R-word Cole, what's his name, when that video came out. This is in reference to Cole Carrington, I believe, who made a video a while ago exposing the Ace family on behalf of a friend of theirs. I'm not sure about Cole's pronouns, so I will be using they, them. Saying that a close friend of Cole's had a horrific night in a hotel with Austin, and that Austin's father had been present for this whole interaction and shared pictures of bed sheets that looked like something bad had happened in them. According to Cole, this woman had to sign an NDA after this happened, and that was why Cole made their video on their behalf, because this person couldn't, talk about it themselves publicly. So Cole went and made that video exposing the Ace family. And that's just all alleged. There is no solid evidence. There's been no court case. I have to keep reiterating that because the Ace family is very happy about certain things. So, I mean, I used a picture of them in a video once when I was talking about them before, and I got copyright claimed for using a picture I found on Google of Catherine and Austin, so. Just saying. Then the last one is, yes, he and his father do it together. Yes, his mom knows and supports it. I'm not entirely sure what that reference is, but considering Cole Carrington being messaged just above it and this woman's story, and possibly, allegedly, Austin wanting this person harmed in some way, allegedly, maybe that is what it's referring to, is that story of this woman. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but that's what it wrote. That's what Shyla wrote, so. Now, after Shyla had posted these messages from Austin with that caption displaying all these different things, Shyla's mom got some text messages that are vaguely threatening, and it's believed that they were for Shyla, but instead her mother got them, and they went as follows. You don't want us to reveal all the footage we have, psycho. Remember, Joseph has it all, with a winky face emoji. So Shyla's mother, also, I think Shyla shared this one, and her mother responded with, glad to know you guys are making threats. I will take a screenshot of this and act accordingly, which they implied that this isn't a threat, but every single time Shyla's going to post about them, they will about her. I mean, it sounded vaguely threatening to me. They said to stop talking about her, to stop talking about them, or else they're going to release this possibly harmful stuff about Shyla, so. Seems like a threat to me. My opinion, my opinion, my opinion, my opinion. Now we're going to go into Catherine's response to Shyla. Now for context, again, Catherine is the mother of Austin McBroom's 3 children, and she is one of the co-owners of the Ace Family channel. And she came out on her Insta stories exposing Shyla and saying that everything she said is lies, and she had quite a bit to say. So, on to the first thing about Shyla accusing Austin of using their daughter, her and Landon's daughter, for clout. She said that Shyla is a hawk and that they are not using their children or her child for clout. Which, in my opinion, this is just my opinion here, y'all are a family channel. Y'all always film your kids, including interrogating your youngest daughter, a young girl, about having a boyfriend at school. When kids don't even care about that, and like flexing your cars in front of these little elementary school children. Shyla clearly does not trust them with their child, especially for the fact that they are disrespecting her wishes and still posting her child in pictures and videos and whatnot. So, of course she's going to be watching your content to make sure her daughter's not in it, and reiterate the fact that she doesn't want her daughter involved in your business. Because that's what this is a business. Y'all are making money. According to you, you're not broke and you're making millions upon millions of dollars, and everyone is just talking about you because they're haters, but you're a big public platform. You post publicly, and things get controversial, especially since y'all are in multiple lawsuits. You know, people are going to talk. People are going to talk regardless. Not everyone is a hater just because they talk about you. It's basically news at this point. Next is Catherine implying that Shyla is just a clout chaser, saying, and I quote, "Shyla, I'm not sure you quite know what clout is." Again, implying that the Ace family does not use their children for clout, saying that this whole situation is just Shyla seeking clout, which, in my opinion, if she really wanted to be clout chasing and trying to make money off of you guys, she also implies that Shyla is a clout chaser, which I'm pretty sure that Shyla has not posted on her own YouTube channel and has mostly stayed to Instagram for the most part for months on end. And if she really wanted to be clout chasing, she could be making bank off of exposing you guys long before this. It feels like this whole Disney trip was what made her snap, because she wanted to have that special moment with her daughter, which I understand. And if she really wanted to clout chase, she could be making probably millions of dollars off of exposing you guys. So she hasn't. She's been exposing these on Instagram, not YouTube, so doesn't sound like she's making a lot of money off of this when Landon posts weekly on his own YouTube channel. Just saying. Then about them being broke, Catherine says all Shyla cares about is money, that them being broke is just a false rumor that the internet uses to bash them, and it's not true at all, and that Shyla is just confirming this rumor, so to speak, to further this rumor and give her a better light in the public eye. Saying that money is an energy transfer. Okay, Catherine. I mean, they literally had their home foreclosed on, so I don't know what kind of energy that would spread. And again, if she was really caring all about money and making money off of you guys, wouldn't she be posting on YouTube far more often than once every 6 months or so? And the last video she posted was about her athletic line, so. Now we move on to the claim about using IVF to get their child. She says she did not use IVF to get her son, that she felt it in the universe that she was going to have a boy, and she didn't use IVF, and that Shyla should quit shaming people that use IVF, when I don't believe she was shaming Catherine. That was just another, rumor on the internet, and Shyla said, yes, they used IVF. I don't believe that's shaming in any way, my opinion. My opinion. Gotta say that, because I don't want them coming after me, because gotta cover the bases, y'all. Gotta cover the bases. Now, regarding the Cole situation, Catherine says that this is dark, twisted, and Shyla should not be saying these things, and that she clearly does not know Catherine or Austin at all, which, if she doesn't know you that well, and that she should quit talking about that, how do you know her well enough to say that she's a she's a money-hungry clout chaser? Just saying. Then she says that Catherine says that she is a girl's girl. Don't know what that means. This is in regards to Shyla's original video that I mentioned at the beginning of this video, where she talked about her relationship with Landon and that she felt like she might be being abused and that she didn't feel happy in that relationship and that she left for her and her daughter's safety. Catherine claims that this isn't true at all, that Landon is a good father and that those are lies. Implying that abuse is just physical, because Catherine mentioned something about, what if your husband came home and you're in the kitchen and he just picks up a frying pan and hits you with it, basically implying that it's just physical when, as a survivor, no, it's not. No, it's not. It can be emotional, physical, mental, everything. As someone who has survived all of them, it can be. They don't have to put their hands on you in any way, shape, or form to make it abuse. He's a good father, that those are lies. That basically saying that, like, other women have it worse, and that she's an advocate for women, but Shyla shouldn't be using what other people have went through and saying that that was, but so she's an advocate for women, but yet she doesn't believe a single thing that Shyla said when Catherine was not in the room or in their house at the time that Shyla said that these things took place in her home. Okay. Little contradictory there, in my opinion. And then finally, stating that when Landon had cancer, it was the happiest that Shyla had ever been. Okay. And that apparently everybody knew about this. When in her video, Shyla says quite the opposite. I actually went back and watched her video to make sure that I was getting things right. The only thing that she remotely said that could be translated as such is that she used the example leading up to her point that when, after she just had their daughter, Landon disappeared from the hospital, and that without telling her, and so when she asked where he was, he simply said that he would be back in a few hours, leaving her there just after having a baby. And that made her feel very devalued, that he didn't really care about her or their daughter, which, if I had a kid and my husband left just after I had the baby, I'd feel the same way. I would feel the same way. And that she believed that maybe when Landon got cancer, it would wake him up in a way, and that he would be a better person to not only her, but to their daughter. And that didn't happen. So she claims that she did everything, including housework, bills, pet care, child care, while Landon was sick, and that she started to resent him and regret him, and that it was the hardest time of her life. Where Catherine is now saying that everyone sees that Shyla was just so happy about this, that it was the greatest thing that ever happened to Shyla was Landon getting cancer, which Shyla looked like she was nearly in tears in that video when it got to that part, so I don't believe that at all. Calling it what it is, I don't believe that. And finally, Catherine says that essentially Shyla took advantage of an innocent man, and that Landon isn't a saint, but she took advantage of him and left when money started running out. In my opinion, I feel like Shyla has the right to speak out, especially if she keeps telling you guys that she doesn't want her daughter in any way, shape, or form on the internet at large, especially when there's creepazoids out there that might you know, do creepy shit with pictures, you know, of children online. Just respect her wishes. And I feel bad for Shyla personally because she seems like she's being actually very reasonable in saying things about that in regards to her daughter not wanting to be online. I respect her for that because family channels can ruin a child. I'm pretty sure that when a lot of these family channel kids grow up, they're gonna have some issues, you know, with their image, with what they should look like and everything else. And living in the public eye is very stressful. So I respect her on that. As for exposing all the other things, I really don't have an opinion. Maybe it was a little too far, you know, talking about how Austin wanted his security to go and attack Cole for this video that Cole made, but there is no proof for it, so we can't exactly say that that is either true or real or anything else that Shyla said about that. I feel like if she wants to speak her mind, let her speak her mind. Let Catherine and Austin respond. I just believe that Catherine and Austin really should kind of listen to Shyla. And regards to the things that were said, if she's gonna say these things, don't try to make her look like she's insane and she's like this crazy person. Because that seems to be the angle that they're going for. That Shyla is completely crazy, she's money hungry, she's a gold digger, she's this, she's that, she's yada 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 yada. When it's very contradictory that they're saying that, like, it's too much to ask that they don't take pictures of their daughter and post it online, but yet they're doing that with their own kids. Like, it's not too much for them, but it's too much for Shyla. Respect that. Hi, later day me popping in. There has been an update. Landon has responded from the last time that you seen me previously. I made the first half of this video about a couple days ago, and I was going to post it tomorrow, but there has been an update from Landon, so I thought I'd include it real quick before I do my outro. So Landon has responded a video called Deadbeat Dad, where he implies that Shyla is being crazy like the rest of the family, that he isn't going to speak on this anymore, that she can do her thing, that he's, you know, not going to feed into her energy or match her energy, and basically says he's not going to speak on it and that he's not like that anymore. But literally the second half of the video is their footage from the Disney trip that started this whole mess to begin with.
Wow.
Yeah. Because remember, at the beginning of this video, the whole reason why this mess started with Catherine, Landon, Shyla, everyone, is because Shyla was planning a trip to Disney and wanted to even include Landon in this trip to take their daughter to Disney to enjoy this special moment together. And he went behind her back, and she didn't even know about it until after they went to the parks and texted her that they were on their way back from Disney, which hurt Shyla to the point that she decided to come out and expose everyone. So he says he isn't going to match her energy, but yet you're going to be petty as hell and post footage from the trip that set this whole thing off to begin with. Okay. Like, it says that he's not going to match her energy, but yet posts footage from the Disney trip. Okay. So, that's what I got for you guys today. If you feel like it, hit the likes, hit the subscribes. Let me know your thoughts about this whole situation in the comments below. I don't just talk about the McBrooms or anyone, or just pop culture news. I also talk about books, movies, TV shows, anime, anything that I find interesting. I talk about it on the channel. That's why the name is The Random Show. It's random for a reason. So if you look around the channel, I'm sure you'll find something you like. So, I love you all so much, and I hope you have the best day. Bye.